I would do unholy things to put another one of those in my mouth. What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to Dish Upon a Bar. I'm Scott.
I'm Caitlin.
At the time of recording, we are in the middle of Horror Nights spec season and announcement season and construction season. So naturally, that got me nostalgic for Horror Nights past. This is our 10th event.
Yeah.
It's our 10th year. We've been going since 2016, so that got me thinking, give me an idea for a fun little video. What would be the perfect HHN if we got to pick from our past favorites?
Okay.
Now, how this is going to work, we are working off of where the portals have been. So it's not like you get to pick your 10 favorite houses, right? It has to be where the portals were and where the scare zones were. Now, there's some caveats. Obviously, the event has ebbed and flowed and changed. So if something has replaced something else, those two things are in the same group. For example, the Fast and Furious tent wasn't always the Fast and Furious tent. It used to be the Shrek queue. So anything that was in the Shrek queue and the Fast and Furious queue are in one big pool. We'll explain it. It'll kind of work itself out as we're doing it. Now, we don't know each other's lists, so this is a little fun little game.
We had to sit down and write. I have a book with me. I think you're just using your phone.
Yes, I'm gonna make a list of the pools that we pulled from, just to give an idea, and I'm gonna post it down below.
But we have not discussed each other's favorites.
We haven't discussed each other's favorites, and we're gonna throw in some food and drink
for fun
along the way. So it should be a good time, and don't forget, play along at home. Pick your favorites, doesn't matter. We've been here for 10 years. I know some people have gone all the years, some people have gone only a few years. Let us know what your perfect HHN would be in the comments down below. But enough talking. Let's go make our perfect HHN. So I figured if we started down that way, we're gonna do like a gauntlet of houses and we wind up ending with a scare zone. I feel like that's anticlimactic. So we're going to Hollywood to start, and we'll start with a scare zone right now. All right, our first scare zone is Hollywood. I feel like the way we gotta do this, I'm gonna list up the pool that we're picking from. So I'm gonna put it up here, and these are the options that we had. They're going to be different from yours, obviously. Not everybody's gone for 10 years.
Yeah.
More people have gone more years and less years and stuff. But this is what we're picking from to give you an idea of what, where we pick from, obviously.
Yeah.
So there's that. And I say ladies first. This is Katie's map. So what did you settle on?
Zodiac.
Easy. You settled on Dark Zodiac?
Yes. Oh, we call it Dark Zodiac. Sorry, Dark Zodiac. Because they did such a really cool job of creating those creatures. One, anything astrology is fun for me anyway, so I was very biased towards it.
Yeah.
But they were such cool creatures. Like, they were really creative, and I love the zone. So there's like not a zone in here that I ever disliked. I just found that to be, for me, the one that I connected to and I liked the most, and I was so impressed at how well done the costumes were.
Yeah.
Like, those headpieces were wild. Or like the whole body piece, like the Scorpio one was nuts.
The only reason why I didn't pick that one is because I don't think the sets themselves were great.
I didn't care about the sets. I wasn't worried about I mean, that could be a preference.
I had a toss-up between...
I think I know what you're gonna pick.
My toss-up was between Vanity Ball, and the one I did pick was Chucky.
Because it was interactive?
Not only were the sets awesome, because each set was individual toys.
Yeah.
Like, there was like an easy bake oven that kind of smelled like baked goods.
The Operation one.
The Operation one that sprayed you with water. And Chucky was interactive, and he was like a guy.
He was right here. He was on this corner.
Right,
yeah, on the corner.
He was right there. And he would talk to you.
It was just like a guy from New Jersey.
He would insult you, and it was great.
That was fun.
We actually have some footage of them like taking you.
Yeah, they were possessing me.
They were possessing
Katie.
Katie.
Putting their hand over me.
Yeah, so it was a good time. I like an interactive scare zone. Plus, all of the sets were so varied that like you could come back and like each monster was based off a toy. There was like the climbing monkeys. There was the soldier. There was like a Pee Wee Herman. It was complete. It was the most complete and varied. So mine, Chucky.
Okay.
So
Scott's one more fun, interactive.
Yeah, but you were more personal because you love an astrology.
I do love an astrology.
Yeah, look at her. She's ready to give a tarot reading right now.
I just need a hat.
Why a hat? Like a witch hat?
Yeah, like a big wide rim hat.
So we are walking to our next scare zone, Central Park, but I would be remiss not to take this opportunity to talk about one of my favorite drinks of all time at the event, and it was, you wouldn't have to go back in your memory too far. It was last year, Horror Nights 34, at what now is Minnigan's, but was just it's called HHN Bar. The Dead Man's Hand.
That was good.
It was like apple cider and whiskey, and you got a playing card with it. And we got that maybe too many times. And that is drink number one for me. Not ranked number one, but I think it's just the first one I'm saying.
He just was reminded.
It's got me nostalgic. I was reminiscent for that.
He misses it.
I miss it.
Bring it back.
I mean, it's so easy to make. I could probably just buy the ingredients for
I don't
myself.
even know what it is. We gotta
It
look
doesn't
it up.
taste the same when you don't pay $18.95 for it.
Same thing when you go to like a restaurant. It just tastes better when you pay for it.
Yeah, tastes better. And when you're surrounded in the fog.
Yeah.
Everything tastes better in the fog.
Yeah.
But that's a shirt.
Oh,
Everything
yeah.
tastes better in the fog.
It enhances your senses.
Oh, man. Okay, on to Central Park. Enough drink reminiscing. We are in Central Park. I got my New York shirt on. It's pretty apt. We are in Central Park. Let's keep it ladies first.
Again? All
Yes.
right.
Well, Katie's Central Park choice is
Trick or treat.
Oh.
It was the most beautiful zone ever.
Okay.
Is it a spoiler? Screw it, I'll say it. I actually liked it more than the house they did.
That's not a spoiler.
Well, because I'm not picking it for one of the houses.
Okay, but
so-
yeah, okay, 9 out of 10.
But
left.
they had the pumpkins in the trees and the little sets they had for like the houses. All the kids were trick-or-treating in those old school,
Yeah.
like scary masks. The guy, I remember, I wish we filmed it. There was an interaction where walked up, the kid was vomiting.
Yeah.
And I was like, he didn't check his candy. He's like, see?
So any footage I use that we don't have, because we were never able to film in the houses. So any footage that we do use, I'm gonna make sure I give video credit and make sure you go check those creators out. Obviously, if you found us, you probably found the creators we're gonna pull from. But just in case you haven't, go check them out. And I'll put that footage. So anything you're worried about we don't have footage of, don't worry, I will scour the internet, I will find it.
So what's yours?
Yeah, we're different. You thought we were gonna do the
Oh, I
same.
thought we were gonna be the same because I
No.
thought we loved that. Oh, you did love it.
In the same vein, mine is Twisted Traditions.
Okay.
It was very trick-or-treat-esque. It was like
That was.
they're
was
not brothers, they're cousins.
Was it 31?
No, Twisted Traditions was
30?
18.
Oh
2018.
my gosh, that was so long ago. Okay,
Yeah,
never mind. I'm
'cause
wrong.
2018 was the trick-or-treat house. 2017 was the
see,
zone.
Get my
It
wires
also
crossed.
had pumpkins in the trees, but the
Love the pumpkins in the trees.
characters they created for that
Yeah.
zone.
Oh, the teeth.
The pumpkin with the teeth.
He loves him.
The tall pumpkin with the glowing chest.
Yeah.
It was just so classic Halloween. It was set in Cary, Ohio, so it had the bones
Yeah,
of
and it
of
had like
Horror
the
Nights.
melty pumpkins, like the rotten pumpkins.
The rotten pumpkin. The lady that was like being birthed out of the pumpkin. It was
Oh,
gross.
man, I
it was
did
nostalgic.
forget.
It was so good.
They're kind of similar.
They're very, like I said, they're not
They're
brothers.
similar.
They're not brothers. They're cousins.
cousins.
The cousins.
You boys twins? Nah, we cousins.
Yeah. So mine, Twisted Traditions. But I'm not gonna hate on your trick or treat because that was like a close.
It was right there.
It was so close.
Okay,
Yeah. Okay. On to, I think we got a house next.
I think so.
Yeah. We have one of the Sprung tents is next.
Okay.
So Sprung tent next. So this is it's a good litmus test of this experiment because I did say Sprung tent was next, but we were passing an area that reminded us of something in the past. Back in Horror Nights 30, the shower curtain year, they had a Haunting of Hill House food zone.
Like right
Food
or
tent?
a food
A
tent
tent?
right here.
Not only it was grilled cheeses. Not only was the brisket and
Those
jalapeno
were
grilled cheese was
good.
great. Don't get me wrong.
The brisket one was really good.
One of my favorite pre-made drinks of all time was I think it was called the
Nell's
Nell's Tea
Tea
Party.
Party.
Actually, I lied. The whole booth was called Nell's Tea Party
Sorry.
food booth. The drink itself was called the Poison Tea Party, which was Myers dark rum with honest tea, half and half lemonade, blue curacao, huckleberry, lemon, a dash of allspice bitters, topped with a dehydrated orange, served chilled. From what I remember,
Yeah.
it was served in a little plastic teacup.
It was like not a teacup. Oh no, it was
It
a
was.
teacup.
In the beginning of the event, it was a teacup.
Yeah, it was a little teacup.
We came twice that year. We came for our bachelorette party. We got married, and then we came for our honeymoon. So 30 is a very nostalgic year for me. But that drink, I remember when it was like a little teacup. It's like,
You got it a ton.
I did. It was great.
Yeah.
It was my favorite. One of my favorites. Okay. Now.
Now to the house.
No, I'm lying.
Oh my gosh.
Springfield.
Oh yeah.
Springfield. We got to talk about chainsaws.
Oh yeah. Right, before we actually go over into the Simpsons area,
For the chainsaws.
before the chainsaws, there is a drink that I really love that was here at the Dolls Let's Play Dead
Yep.
food booth, and it had 360 vodka, Madagascar vanilla, blood orange syrup, and lemonade. Like it was really, really simple. So that's why I'm like, I know they made a big batch of it, but it seemed like they actually
so
made.
good. They nailed the
I got-
creamsicle taste.
It was perfect. I feel like I got like throughout the event probably like at least 10
Too
of at
many.
least 10 of them.
Last year, we'll put the cart before the horse. A lot of these drinks are probably from last year because the drinks of last year banged.
I said it in one of the videos. I said, I think it was our drinking video. I said this was the first year I felt like they actually put a lot of effort into the drinks. Not to say that they didn't before.
Yeah.
It just felt like the drinks were more thought out.
Yeah.
But this was good. I miss it. I mean, I could make it. Same thing.
No.
Like we were just saying before.
Not the same. Not the same.
Not having it in the fog.
I think I pulled a fast one on Caitlin because she was like, I didn't pick this one.
I didn't write this down.
But we did. We settled on the same one. I think it was 2018. They're all actually 2016 was cheerleaders.
Yeah, they were fun.
2018, I think it was my favorite just because of how much we interacted with them.
A ton.
I remember one night we were just tired and sitting on a bench or sitting on these benches.
One of these
actually.
little, up here.
And we were eating, and one of the clowns sat down, and he was like, "I'm so hungry," and I was like, "Do you want some?" And he was like, "I can't," and then he just like left. But they were the most interactive. Although last year was good, they just couldn't talk to you at the end.
At that tail, like the last week of the event.
Yeah, which was lame. So hence why 2018.
Superior.
Yeah, it eked itself out. Okay, we were outside the Simpsons because this is where Hatchet and Chains entered last year. This is what we're calling Sprung Tent 2. It used to enter by Men in Black as well, but now they exit. So, like I said, things change. This is where we're doing Sprung Tent 2.
We're just going to kind of keep it whatever it currently is.
Yeah. So Caitlin Sprung Tent 2, she landed on.
Okay, so this was like a tie for me.
Mine
These
too.
two are
I think
like,
we might have the same tie.
This might be. Okay.
3, 2, 1, go. Rip the Band-Aid off.
Scarecrow.
Oh, okay.
Scarecrow. And should I say my backup or should I wait for yours?
Wait for mine to
Okay. Scarecrow was so fun. It was actually one of the scariest houses I ever went through. Because, like, I come to the event and I love to be scared. I'm like, hee, like I giggle about it.
That was also our second year, though, and we were kind of not desensitized to it yet.
It was so good. I was like, that was a scary house, though. It was a scary house. And it was so decorated on the outside with, like, the windmill and the scarecrows and, like, all the corn.
Ooh,
I know, that's the curse. But it was really, really, really well done. And I think that's, when I think of this area, it's this one and then the other house that immediately come to mind.
In classic HHN fashion, there was a poop room in that one. Remember when the birds pooped
There
on
was
you in
a
the
poop
silo?
room. Oh, sorry. There was a poop room.
And then the big scarecrow at the end.
Yeah. So good.
Okay, I think mine might have been her other one.
It's gonna be. I know it.
Mine was Darkest Deal.
Yep. Those were. Yeah. It was like tied.
That's why I'm so excited for Sinners this year.
It kind of
because
has that vibe.
Darkest Deal was so good.
I came in today and I was like, Darkest Deal, and I was like, oh man, but Scarecrow
I'm glad
was
you
so
took the other one.
good. Because it
For
was
parody's
Were
sake.
we tied? You was Scarecrow your other one?
Yeah, my Scarecrow was my
so
other
it
one.
was the same houses.
So Darkest Deal won it for me because I love the storytelling in that. It was such a clear story about the man selling his soul.
You saw the contract in the beginning, and
that was one of the coolest effects when the contract was being signed. It looked like he was holding a piece of paper.
Yeah.
And there was like a signature being written in a red light. And then you go throughout his life, Pine Straw Spruce. You go throughout his life, and then he died. You get like he gets sucked into hell, and you end the house in hell.
You see him going like into like they're getting pulled in.
It was such a clear, clever story that one eked out for me. His Scarecrow was a scary house. I don't think the story was as clear.
No, it was just a scary house, but it was so well done as a scary house, and it gave me a true like haunted house feel, like a little more classic Halloween kind of vibe.
This one, I think this might have been the best storytelling in a house ever.
I think so too. This was very cohesive.
Visual and just like, we don't do the behind the unmasking the horror.
No, we never end up doing it. Well, eventually.
It gives a lot of people a lot of insight into the houses. This was like the clear of day, like
hand fed.
Yeah, and the monsters were amazing, and it was just the devil in the part where he's singing. It's
he's on stage with him.
This might not only is it the best house here for me, I think this might be one of the best houses. It's in my top 5, I think.
Yeah, mine too.
Yeah. All right. On to Sprung Tent our second Sprung Tent.
Actually, Sprung Tent number 1. This was 2.
Whatever. Okay, over here at Sprung Tent 2, Katie keeps saying this is going to be the one where we pick the same one, and it never is. So let's.
Oh, he's going to throw me. He's going to do this on purpose. Now,
I don't know. I honestly have no idea.
What I'm gonna pick.
I honestly don't. There's a few here that have. So here's the pool of houses that we're picking from. Now, ladies first again. What is your house?
Slaughter Cinema.
Number 1?
Number 1.
Number 1, Slaughter Cinema. Okay.
Yeah, it was the best one. 2 was great, but 1 was
One holds a place in my heart.
1 was like the one.
1 spawned so many other houses too.
I love the whole like B movie thing. I loved watching I wish that we had an option like to step out of the line and sit and watch all the B-roll footage because it was so good. There was times I'm like, wait, what happens?
What was your favorite room in the first one? Why you think mine is Midnight Snack too? Just because of the big puppet. The big puppet.
I kind of like the daddy.
Oh, Pumpkin Guts.
It became like a vocal stim for me.
Yeah, a lot of these houses have like vocal triggers that like for the next couple of months after the event, you're just saying. Every time we would go through Terrifier last year, I'd be like, "Pretty girl," like
pretty girl.
No, we have not yet picked the same one.
This on purpose.
I swear to God, I have not.
Okay.
Mine, Wicked Growth, Realm of the Pumpkin.
Oh yeah,
The
that was
classic
good.
I'm a sucker for just classic Halloween, and that was the classic Halloween house.
It was.
And it also spawned an icon who
Pumpkin Lord.
might be coming back this year
To Club Horror.
to Club Horror, out of the house into the party. But I love there's the bridge in there with the rubber barn door scare.
Oh yeah.
There
I
was-
gotta watch another walkthrough of this. I forgot how good some of these houses
There
were.
was this guy on the stilts that like came out. There was the room right before the Pumpkin Lord with the lights pulsing through the vines.
Yeah.
And then the big reveal of the Pumpkin Lord at the end.
There is a house that I didn't pick as my favorite, but I will say it was like a runner-up because it was so different, and I thought it was such a fun concept. I actually really, and this is probably not a popular opinion, I thought Depths of Fear was really fun.
I think that is one of your most unpopular opinions. That's
It
like,
was such
I
a
think people
fun-
hated that one
it
just
was-
because the mouth brooders were silly looking.
I thought it was supposed to be camp.
I mean, if it was, they
They
succeeded.
nailed it. That's
yeah.
what I thought it was.
Yeah.
Oh, was it supposed to be serious? If it was serious, then no. But if it was camp, it was great.
Yeah. But mine, Wicked
But
Growth.
Slaughter Cinema number
Wicked Growth.
one.
Two
Two was also wonderful.
Yeah, two bangers,
But
though.
one.
We're picking great lists and they're varied. I like this.
Okay.
I'm glad we're not settling on the same thing. This is fun. All right, we are here by the big gate that leads back to the two new tents. So we figure we'll knock two out. We're right by the show too, so we might just like rapid fire a couple at you. So this is how we did it. We did the new tent and then Parade Tent 1 are in one thing.
Yeah.
And then new tent 2 and Parade Tent 2. So right now I'm going to put up new tent 1 and Parade Tent 1 here. This is where we're picking from. Then we'll get to the next one after that. So, Caitlin, what is your new tent 1, Parade Tent 1 pick? She had to consult her tome. She's a physical book that she wrote it down in.
I have a my home. I literally have a book here.
In the year of
And-
our Lord 2026, she wrote it down in pen
And
and
a
paper.
book. This is actually my brother is getting married, so he sent me a book for wedding planning. But
Everybody say
it's for-
congratulations to Kevin and Taylor to get married.
Getting married. But I'm using it for horror night stuff. Sorry. So, oh, there's a toss up again here.
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna go more on pretty, but I think I'm gonna go on camp. I think I'm going Goblin's Feast.
You doing new tent?
I know, controversial.
wow.
I almost went with the other one. Can I say my backup?
No. Wait till I'm done.
Oh,
'cause
that's
I
right.
don't
That's
want
right.
it
That's
to be
right. I keep
mine.
forgetting. I love Goblin's Feast 1, even though it was first of all, with the new tents, sticker tents, they had a little bit of a facade.
Yeah, they did.
They created like a little cottage, and it was awesome.
All hail King Puss Number. That was the name of the guy in there.
Yes, it was so much fun. It was so silly and fairy tale-esque, and the goblins looked really cool. I loved it. I actually got a few good scares. I like when we were like walking through the like log, and then like the giant was trying to like get us.
Yeah,
like,
there's
it
a
was-
big ogre trying to get you throughout the house.
I think
I like
we
a
get-
house that has a through line story.
It was silly. It was
Yes.
silly and campy, and it had good scares.
Yeah.
It was it was just a good time house. I never left.
Smelled good.
It smelled good. I think I never really had a bad run.
Yeah, good Goblin's Feast. It was one of the best houses of that year. And that was a weak year.
I loved Goblin's Feast.
Maybe that nudged your. This was the best house of a bad year. You know what I mean?
But I have a house that was in a good year too back there.
Okay.
Go ahead. I'll say my back because I mean it's not fair to say my backups because that was the point, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it anyway. But go ahead.
Okay, my new tent 1, Parade 1 pick is the OG Universal Monsters.
If solid.
That kicked off a run of years where they kept bringing back Universal
Yeah.
Monsters, and I think it was the strongest one. I would say easily, but the Unmasked, the last one, was really good.
I did like that one too.
But this one, the Quasimodo like bungee,
That was cool. That
They-
whole room.
they finally had Creature in there.
I know.
Creature was in there.
Some representation.
It was just, I think they nailed it on the first try,
Yeah.
and then it was like diminishing returns after that. The first one was just so
it was
damn
really.
good.
It was a
You
lot
had
of
to
fun.
do like the graveyard and all this. It's just the variations of scare. The Phantom where dun and he like showed up through
that
the.
was so fun.
It was, and the Frankenstein scare at the end. It was just, I think the OG did it best. And
Yeah.
Mine, OG, and not to mention that year had the coolest Blinky cups. They rotated them out every couple of weeks.
R.I.P. Blinky Cups, guys.
The Universal Monsters Blinky cup still in the rotation at home.
Yeah.
Battery acid
the-
be damned.
It's the fine china. Do you have a backup for this house or no? Or a runner-up? I should say backup. Runner-up. You could say no.
I mean-
I had one that
I mean, I don't think it was close.
Okay, then.
But I think if gun to my head, I had to choose, I'd probably go Weekend.
So mine was Hill House. because I loved the show so much, and it was such a pretty house.
That's a good one.
It was a really
That is a
beautiful
good one.
house. It was so well done. For them to, they explained the entire season in a few rooms so well.
Yeah.
It just made sense. The crooked neck lady,
Yeah.
the broken neck lady, the tall man.
The dark room.
I love the tall man getting
Bigger
bigger
throughout
the thing.
Okay, it's not second best.
Oh,
It's first best.
sorry, I was just reminding
I know.
people what
I
a good
know.
house that was.
I know, but I feel like you're having your
But-
cake and eating it too. You
But
can't pick two.
Goblin's Feast.
Goblins,
Goblin's
you
Feast.
settled?
I just hit my mic, sorry. Goblin's Feast.
And we moved super far away for our next one. We're in the same spot. Because the entrances are the same place. This is New Tent 2 and Parade 2. Caitlin, your choice.
Let me assess my tone. It is Graveyard Games.
Same. We finally got one. Okay, we both got Graveyard Games.
Graveyard Games was a blast. We talk about this one all the time.
Yeah.
This was a fun house. It had the kind of social media aspect going on
In the
outside,
front.
the kids. I like the guy in the front.
That's my favorite.
Dork.
That's one of the vocal stems. Like in the beginning,
He sprays you.
So it's about these kids, Sid and Nancy, and they like deface a grave, and it wakes up I think the mother. I think. was in it.
Yeah.
And then they basically get their comeuppance throughout the house. But in the beginning, you see one of the spray painting kids, and he comes out with like a spray can that sprays like mist at you, and he's like, haha, dork.
Like right in your face.
Like right in your face. And then it was a beautiful house. There was a dark room in there. The
candles.
mother at the end.
Yeah, it was such a fun house.
That was
I
very good.
really liked that one.
I think a second runner-up for me, which was very close.
Oh, I have a runner-up too.
Ash vs. Evil Dead.
That was mine. Look, I wrote it. Look, I marked it.
Yep.
Because that was fun, and we love that show.
And I feel like a lot of people didn't like it, but at the end, the Ash was so interactive
Yeah,
when he was in
in
Jacksonville.
Jacksonville.
It was Jacksonville, Florida. No place better. And
we would tell him to tap the keg.
and he would chainsaw a keg, and it would squirt water at you. So we would run out of the house and be like, tap the keg! And he would get pumped and tap the keg, and we would get sprayed with water every time. Great memories.
That was a really, really fun house. That's literally my runner-up. That's
Yep.
funny.
Yeah. Hey, there we go. We got two. Two
All right.
one. It's a little twofer.
Let's move 10 steps over.
In the immortal words of the Juice Man himself, it's showtime. We are picking our favorite show next, and I feel like we're going on a nice little run of picking the same ones.
We're gonna pick the same one.
Okay, ready on the count of three? We will say it. 1, 2, 3. Academy of Villains 2016.
Oh, specifically 2016. So not in this,
Not in this one specifically.
but we were just here.
This stage was out by the Lagoon, actually, back
was-
where it was in Horror Nights 26. Well, not the year 20. Horror Nights 2016. It was where the Jack show was the year before. So that was our first year, and this is like a nostalgic thing for me. I remember after doing our first house, we went and just wandered around because we flew in that day and we went right to Horror Nights.
Yeah.
And we were so overwhelmed, we didn't know what to do. So we were like, let's just walk around. We have no idea how to do this. The only Horror Nights experience we had was watching vlogs about it. So we wandered, and all of a sudden we saw this big stage, and like just music pumping, but like they weren't out yet. So we're like, what is this? And I feel like this was right before it got really big, right before Stranger Things got there.
Yeah.
So you were able to just walk up. The second week of the event was dead. We just walked up. We were like third row, and we're like, what is this? Academy of Villains? And then it started and blew my stuff smooth off.
Smooth.
The shadow art.
They also had great music selections.
Yes, there's a guy who was doing skateboard tricks, and then he went on
Oh,
a drum.
the MVP
We called him
guy.
the MVP. He did everything.
He did everything.
He jumped through fire. He spun fire. The show was just like kinetic and great, and we just fell in love with it. And I think the first house, followed quickly by Academy of Villains, like solidified our love, and we've never missed an event since.
Yeah.
So I think not only was it a great show, it was a nostalgic show, and it
Yeah.
was a piece of our Horror Nights heart.
Yes. We do understand why they no longer work for that company. We
Yes.
understand what happened. But I will say,
It wasn't all of them, so
it was not, and that's not fair to say it's all of them.
Yeah.
So they were incredibly talented. They put on a great show.
Unfortunate
They had a really great creative team.
Yeah.
This is not knocking Nightmare Fuel or Nightmare
They were
Fuel
tough.
or what is it, Nightmare Fuel or Fuel Girls? I mean, yeah.
There were big shoes to fill.
They're talented, and it was very impressive, and we did like them.
I think Academy
So-
of Villains just did a good job picking good millennial music.
Maybe that's what it was.
I think so.
Maybe it was the music. I don't know.
They had like Evanescence and all this other stuff. It was great.
It got us.
Yeah. So
And then the last thing, the Lagoon show, which is fun. It's great. I like the Lagoon show
Yeah.
too. But if I have to pick out anything, obviously it's going to be
I'm gonna pick
Academy.
that. Yeah. And then the only reason why the other academies didn't really shine as well,
They were limited.
getting in this place it's just so hard. You have to nowadays. You got to line up like an hour
to like London, like the before Diagon Alley.
You got to like line up an hour before the show, and I feel like that just eats up too much time. So we rarely see the show anymore.
We go like once or twice maybe, and I feel like we went in like when we saw in 2016. Granted, the crowd level was different and whatever it was, but
you're just able to walk up and watch it.
You just can just walk up and watch it. It just felt more.
And you can leave and come
natural.
and go as you will.
Yeah. So
that's what I did.
We get why it's in there, but
not only that, it was the best show.
It was absolutely
followed
the best
quickly
show.
by the 2019 one though. The 2019 one
also very good.
Banged.
Also very good.
Banged. The Jekyll
and Hyde. Yep.
Banged. Hard. We are in San Francisco now, but before we talk about the Scare Zone, we got a couple of food items we want to add to our Horror Nights list. I think Katie's got a dessert, so she's going to add her dessert now, and then I'll add mine.
So over here at this little cart.
Which way am I going? This way?
No, right there.
I see it.
The red and yellow cart. I think there's a name for it, but I don't know the name of it. I loved the Cyclops cup.
From Horror Nights 33.
There you go. It was I think it was dark chocolate. It might have been milk, but I think it was dark chocolate, and inside was this like frozen peanut butter mousse thing. It was so good. I'm so mad I didn't get more of them.
Damned.
Yeah, we didn't get it until later in the event for some reason. I just was like, I'm full, or we passed it.
It seems small,
I forgot to.
and
I also kept forgetting to get it.
Yeah.
And I finally had it, and then we did a video on it.
Because it wasn't like a proper food booth. It was just a booth that was there.
Yeah, and I was like, whatever, I'll get to it. And when we had it, I was like, because I like sweets. I don't run to sweets.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, but it was delicious, and I do wish I got more of them.
Yes, it was like whipped peanut butter that was then frozen and wrapped in chocolate. It tasted very like not mass produced.
Yeah.
It was such an underrated dessert that year.
It was like hidden.
In a year that got overshadowed by another dessert, this was better. I think it's still on our list, but it would be lower than this. Now mine is a food. Hold on.
Hold on. Where's it going? Where's it going? Oh.
Right over here at Horror Nights 30.
Oh, sorry.
Caitlin's gone.
Sorry.
She went to go check if they were back. They're not. Horror Nights 30 and only Horror Nights 30. I don't know why they haven't brought it back. It was a food truck over there. Never had any lines, and it just made banh mi's. It made traditional banh mi.
So insane.
There was a buffalo banh mi. I remember it was, and my brother and I, we were hungry, and the lines were crazy for every booth, and we just were like, let's just get a banh mi or whatever. And we grabbed one each, and we sat down, and we both took a bite, and we looked up at each other, and we were like, holy hell. There's no right being that good coming out of a food truck. It was just chicken tenders with like a nice banh mi sauce and some pickled vegetables, but it was delicious. I would do unholy things to put another one of those in my mouth.
I remember coming home that year, and Scott was so obsessed with this banh mi sandwich. He started
I made them.
recreating them at home. Like
I pickled my own vegetables.
He did it like 4 times, and he's like, "Is it good? Is it just as good as Universal's?" I was like, "It's delicious." They were very good.
I pickled them in like rice wine vinegar. I made the sauce.
He made everything from scratch. He was obsessed. So he is
obsessed.
devastated that we have not seen another banh mi come back.
Best Horror Nights food of all time.
That is his favorite.
It had no right to be that good. Okay, now.
Our zone.
Zone time. We're here in San Francisco. Let's go. Katie, pick your zone.
Oh, we're doing it right here, right now?
Right here, right now.
All right. So we actually, because of some things that have moved around before, this zone is, sometimes it was here, sometimes it was more towards Starbucks in
It was
San
just one
Francisco.
time. One time. It was in
And
Starbucks.
that's the time I'm talking about. Killer Clowns.
Same. Same. Killer Clowns. Oh, man, we went from a long run of not picking the same thing to a run of 4 in a row.
Killer Clowns was so much fun. I do wish it was a longer zone because it was so fun and
You may get your wish. You may get your wish.
and very interactive. I loved it so much.
Kicked ass. They had nothing to work with, and they made lemonade out of lemons.
They had the JoJo's
The truck, the
with
Nick on a stick.
Nick on a stick.
And all of the actors who played the clowns gave it their all.
I will say,
I have a picture of me and
Shorty.
I remember that zone so well. It was
that
the
was
best.
probably my standout for this stretch right here. Was always Killer Clowns.
San Francisco's always been the weakest, I think, zone-wise.
Well, I will say it did make a comeback last year
with Club.
with I see a stage right now.
Yeah, which is a lot smaller than it was last year. I don't know if you guys could see that.
Scott has
I have a theory. They're wrapping
conspiracy theory.
I have a theory. They're wrapping that thing in a big pumpkin. Anyway.
That would be obviously. I know I keep saying no runner-ups. Obviously, Club Horror is a blast, and we had fun. But as far as a themed zone goes, it's going to be Killer
I found
Clowns.
myself just constantly in that area Like if we had to walk to a certain area, I was like, let's walk to Killer Clowns.
It was literally
Even if out of the
Starbucks. It
way.
was Starbucks to like Transformers.
Yeah, it was like I could throw a rock from the start and to the end of that.
Remember that Spike had his little like dog?
Oh, the balloon dog. It kept popping though. And they had to keep replacing it. Best zone. Nostalgic. I can see it again. Who knows?
Maybe.
Maybe one of these days.
Maybe.
One of these days in August. Our next stop is the Fast and Furious 10. Like I stated in the intro that this was replacing the Shrek queue as well when they added the extra house and then they started building Minion Mayhem. So anything in the Shrek queue
has moved here
in a big group. Here's the big group that we're going to pick from. You see it? Memorize it. There's going to be a test later. Katie, what is your Fast and Furious queue house?
I was telling him on the way over here, I was like, I don't think we're going to pick the same one. So now he's convinced we're going to pick the same one. Mine is Krampus.
Yep.
No way.
Swear to God.
Shut up.
Swear to God. I'll show you my list if you want me to.
All right, now this isn't fun anymore.
Now this is annoying.
This is just annoying. Really?
Well, I think my reason is because it was our first ever house.
Yes, but it was just a well-done house.
Yes, but
you
I
also
think-
got the worst scare of your life 10 seconds into your first ever haunted house.
So this is it. I think like I said, we flew in that same night and we drove over here, and our first thing we were like, Krampus, fine, let's go to Krampus. And there's a scare in that one of the little elf guys comes out.
No, it was a Russian doll, I thought.
It was like one of the big. It was like the.
It was a Russian doll.
It wasn't a Russian doll. Well, it had like the porcelain face, so it could have looked like a Russian
I
doll.
thought it was.
But no, it was like the little weird elf guys from the movie.
Oh, my bad.
They came out from under the stairs, and I recoiled so hard, I pulled a muscle in my side.
It is rib.
And like the whole trip, I was like hobbled.
I can't lay on that
Yeah.
side now that night.
So I think that the reason why that is my number one is because of my first ever house.
It was our first ever house. That's not the reason for me. I think it was just such a well-done house. Do you remember that part where you're outside and then you see Krampus on
And
the
it's snowing?
roofs?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Also, Krampus, the movie, just had such a cool character design
Yeah.
for what he looked like. He was terrifying.
Yeah.
I know it was like a horror comedy. That was not a funny house. That was a scary
That
house.
was very scary. I hope the
remember the gingerbread house? The kitchen
smell?
smelled so good.
Oh no, it wasn't the kitchen. It was when you were in
thought it was the
Krampus's
kitchen.
lair.
Oh,
Remember with all the snow
both,
globes?
Both.
They
both
all
did
they
it.
smelled
both,
like they
yeah.
smelled like gingerbread. When all the snow globes at the end.
Yeah.
It smelled like gingerbread. It was so good.
I can't believe we just picked the same one.
I hope.
How annoying.
I hope moving forward now, I think the sound stages will have a different
I
amount
think
of
so, 'cause
parity.
there's too many
except for
different
one.
One I know is going to be the same one.
We have one. Maybe we have one more that's the same. But maybe,
That's it.
hopefully. No, we have two more that are the same. I think.
You don't know.
Oh, I think I know. Okay, we'll see. There's only one way to find out. Stick around. While we're walking through New York, let's talk about our New York
You want to walk and talk this?
Yeah, we can walk and talk it.
All right. So I guess I'm going first again.
Yeah, go for it.
So my favorite zone here was actually Vamp 85.
Yep.
So, all right. Everyone click off. Everyone click off. You're so annoying.
Why am I annoying? It's my favorite as well.
You know what I did like though as a runner-up? I don't care. I'm doing runner-ups in this one. Torture Fair.
Okay.
That
well,
was
let's
fun.
start with Vamp 85.
Okay, so Vamp 85 has so many characters. They had my favorite was the news reporter girl.
Yes.
She was great.
So
And
funny
the cameraman.
Funny story. When we had, hold on. We were in a Dead Coconut Club when it was the vampire themed, and they had all the Vamp 85 stuff. And the girl who played her was like, "Can I take a picture of this microphone?" Because we were sitting in a booth with a microphone behind us. And she's like, "Can I take a picture?" Because she was the actress, and she wanted to take a picture with a microphone. But my favorite part was all of the celebrities.
Yeah, so you have Michael Jackson, Prince.
There was
a bunch.
It was just a very fun zone. Also, I'm a sucker for anything 80s.
And it was like, it was New Year's, right?
Yeah, there's New Year's. They did performances of Shoot to Thrill and Thriller on the
Yes.
stage.
Oh my gosh, that was so fun.
Such a good zone. Why? Of course, it's a good zone. We picked it. We both have great taste. Okay, we actually stopped talking about it right near house entrance.
We were right by an entrance.
House entrance E on
my
your
gosh.
maps. House entrance E used to enter right behind us back before all the work walls, and might soon enter behind us after the work walls are done. But, Caitlin, what is your E? What?
It's also your E.
You don't know.
It's one of his favorite houses in the whole world. It's Poltergeist.
It's Poltergeist.
Man, Poltergeist was good when you walked it. That smell.
The dirt smell. You walk into
yeah.
the pool and the house, and you left the bodies, but you only moved the headstones.
Another
Why?
vocal stim.
Another
Why?
vocal stim. It smelled like dirt. And fun story, I was the biggest hater when this got a house.
Hater.
I was like, how
Drinking
could
the haterade.
I was like, this is gonna be dumb. How good? Because we watched the movie. It's like, this isn't gonna be a good house. They took such creative liberties with it. When you went into you went through all the house stuff, but then you went into like the undead realm through like the the curtain room, and those things popped out. You couldn't tell where the boo holes were. They had such big sets. The clown and the tree.
Yeah.
The steak moving
That
on the
room
counter.
was although that room felt great because of the wind. I was like, oh.
And it was just like, and at the end, this house
Is clean.
Another vocal stem. It might be my favorite house of all time, and it's very funny because I was the biggest hater before I went into it.
He was being so negative, and I'm sitting there because we've all seen Poltergeist, and I was like, I just hadn't watched it in so long. So we were watching it, and he's just like, I don't get it. This isn't it. It's gonna suck.
So many
I'm like,
creative
can you
liberties
shush?
with it. They took so many creative liberties with it that it felt like an original.
Yeah. Yes. It was really, really, really well done.
So good. The whole room, the whole clown room, where he's like up on the ceiling and moving up.
That was sick.
Oh, such a good house. Oh, I can reminisce about that house all day long, but I won't. On to the next one. Hopefully it's different. Hop, skip, and a jump. We were right there. Now we're right here. Back when houses used to enter at Jimmy Fallon's.
Yes.
This is, I think, D on my
D.
list. Katie, let's go first. Hopefully we don't have the same one again.
I'm getting sick of this.
Me? You get sick of me already.
It's been 12 years. 12 years I waited. Sorry.
She's done her time. In Azkaban.
Sorry. All right. So my pick, Duel and Dragons, Choose Thy Fate.
Okay, that makes sense. You loved that ride.
I love that ride. I love anything medieval themed. That's my thing. That's my
Yeah.
jam. It was so fun and whimsical.
It was, and you had a double ending.
I like that you actually got to choose thy fate.
And the ending changed throughout the night.
It did change throughout the night.
Merlin was the winner in different areas.
Yes.
I think they need to do old attractions as houses more often.
That I also like. Okay, and RIP right now to Lost Continent. That was my favorite area and island.
Yeah, do a Lost Continent house.
Yeah, do everything. Like I'm so sad. It's all going away.
But the big dragons at the end. There's big. I'm a sucker for big set pieces. I
Yeah.
just am.
Oh, they were so cool. On you cross the bridge where there's like a moat and the dragons are on top. Oh.
Speaking of medieval set pieces, my pick, Scary Tales.
Also a solid.
I remember walking into that house and seeing the castle with the bungee witch.
The witch.
And then the Rapunzel.
This was my backup.
Huge set pieces in that house. The witch breaking out the end, the window. Just everything about that house felt big, grand, whimsical. It felt like Fable, but horror. It was like Grimm. It was Grimm's fairy tales.
Yes, it was.
The Brothers Grimm's fairy tales come to life. I couldn't get enough of that house. I can't wait for there to be another Scary Tales house because it's not a question of if, it's a question of when. Because it's been in the event a ton of times.
Yeah.
Scary Tales.
Solid
God,
choice.
I mean, 2018 was just a great year.
I think this was Scott's all-time favorite year.
Yeah, I erased my list. Just put in the whole thing of 2018. Done. Except for one house. All right, I lied about the Fallon entrance. I forgot. I got my wires crossed. D entered next to E. C was Fallon, which is coming up after this. But we got to talk about some food and drinks first.
While we're here.
Because we are in
Am I following you?
Gramercy Park. There was a booth over yonder that had one of the best things you could eat at a Horror Nights event.
This was the Haunted Horseshoe, and I looked up what it actually was. It was an open-faced burger served on garlic Texas toast, topped with jalapeno bacon, spicy candied pork belly, and crinkle-cut fries, all smothered in cheddar cheese sauce. We had this on our last night while we didn't live here.
Yeah.
Last night of our trip, and we were devastated that we only got it once.
And it wasn't like a typical theme park burger. It was very seasoned.
Oh my, it was,
The candy
I can still remember it.
The candied pork belly cut through the richness of that cheese. It's not a food you really should eat during Horror Nights.
Yes, it is.
It's a nap food.
It was open-faced, so there's half the bread. It's fine.
Sure. Half the bread, double the cheese.
Yum.
Same booth last year.
Oh, yeah, we did, are we going to drink?
Yeah.
Yeah, so same exact booth. It was the Terrifier booth. And it was we loved this drink. It was the Starry Night Spritz, which was Prosecco, cranberry, and orange liqueur. It was super simple.
Yeah.
It was, and they put a little rosemary sprig in it.
Delicious.
Oh, man, we got so many of those.
Yes. And a dessert.
Oh, he's going more. Wait, we got a double hitter for dessert here, too.
Yes.
Hold on.
This booth, right here, the ghost of this booth. The ghost of this booth, because of the Ghostbusters booth, the little Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
He was so cute.
Yeah.
He was so cute.
So Instagrammable.
Very Instagrammable food, and also he was delicious.
Yeah.
It was really. When I had it, I was like, "Ooh, this
If you got a fresh one, if they were sitting
I remember most times that I got like the graham cracker was on the bottom, and my piece of chocolate was cold.
Yeah.
And then the marshmallow on
It
top.
was hot and it would melt it a little bit.
Perfect. It was
And then
perfect.
my dessert from here was the Wyatt 6 booth.
Same booth, the
The
size.
fried carrot cake, the size of my forearm.
It was huge. It was delicious. Had a lot of nice cinnamon in it. It was really good.
By
I
the way,
was
the
surprised.
cotton candy on there was not good.
It was for fun. It was
just for fun.
the Ramblin' Rabbit
Yeah.
bit. So it was cute. It was a cute little added thing.
But I couldn't make my perfect horror nights without including the carrot cake. Now, all right, back to
spinning.
Fallon.
I'm gonna throw up.
Now we are at sea.
Okay.
Ginny Fallon behind us, judging our pick. Caitlin, what is your pick?
Carnival Graveyard.
Nope, not my pick.
Okay, Carnival Graveyard was so
I'm
much
surprised
fun.
you didn't pick what I picked.
Oh yeah, but Carnival Graveyard was. I feel like that was one of my favorite houses that year, just because we love an original, and it was huge.
Yeah.
It was huge. It must have taken so long to put all those things together. There were so many big pieces in there. There's just like.
I feel like it was a love letter to Horror Nights Past. There was like so many Easter eggs in there.
Tons of Easter eggs.
A lot
but
of guest activated scares.
Yeah, and it was just there were so many things to look at.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of good scares too.
Yeah.
I loved that.
The
house.
bungee scare where the clown
Yes.
fell down. Mine, I'm surprised you didn't pick this. The Fallen.
Oh
It was
really?
Angels versus Demons.
I'm shocked you picked that.
That was like a very good
A gothic house.
gothic house. It had I think it had a bungee scare in it,
It
if
did.
I'm not
It did.
misremembering.
It did.
They did this for a couple of years where they had like a scare in the middle of the room and you had to walk around it.
Yeah.
I loved that. And it was just like a
I'm
very
shocked you
stained
picked
glass
this.
gothic Angels versus Demon. It felt like a classic Horror Nights house.
Yeah, it did. It
Yeah.
was. I love that house. It was
And
beautiful.
when you entered the big stained glass,
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I'm a sucker for stained glass.
I'm a sucker for big set pieces. Love a big set piece. Fallen. That's mine.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay, on to our penultimate house. This is B on your pamphlets at home. Whatever the house that has all the stanchions back that way that fills all that up. Caitlin, these are the possible picks, I should say. I keep forgetting to lead with that. These are the possible picks.
All right. So my pick, I kind of went back and forth. I was like, do I want it more lighthearted? Do I want it more scary? But then I really thought about it. The original Exorcist.
Okay.
I loved.
Oh, I hate Pazuzu.
I just was talking about it, and I was like, I loved that house. It was really well done. It was a fun house. It was a creepy house.
It was very creepy, especially because they only had one room to work with.
And remember when they had the guys on the stilts walking through the thing?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
So-
it was such a cool. And they had like the statue.
I have a very funny story about Pazuzu, not Horror Nights related, but
Side conversation here.
this was back when you would play like flash games on your computer back in the day.
No.
And I was a very scared child. You wouldn't expect it because I love this event. But I was playing one of those games where you would like go through a maze with your mouse.
Oh yeah.
And then when you get to the end, it would scare you. And it was Pazuzu's face.
Oh, it wasn't Reagan? I always got Reagan
No,
with
it
those.
was Pazuzu's face. And I jumped out of my computer chair, knocked it over, tripped over it, took a header outside of my bedroom door and hit my head on the wall in the hallway. Explains a lot.
So brave.
So that's why I didn't go with scary for mine.
I know.
I went with a nice little fun old time, the OG Ghostbusters.
That's what I was literally, it was on my list, and I was like,
It's one of my favorite movies of all time, so how am I not going to pick it? They did it so faithfully.
Yeah.
The music, Janine in the front, with
she
a
was
live
little
mic.
flirty.
With a live mic, she flirted with me. And only me.
Only-
Nobody else. She flirted with me and nobody else. If you have an anecdote of Janine flirting with you, no, you didn't.
It was only Scott.
She's flirting with me. But the rooftop scene, the Stay Puft Marshmallow,
Yeah.
the so quotable.
I'm
we
the
came,
Keymaster.
We came, we saw, we kicked his ass. Like it was, you left that house smiling.
Yeah.
And then at the end, you got to sing a little bit. Bust and make me feel good. Not too long. We're gonna get copyright. We sing too well. And they'd be like, is
yeah.
that Ray Parker Jr.? Both of them? Are they both Ray Parker Jr.?
Yeah.
Yes. By our powers combined, we were Ray Parker Jr. Okay. We got a scare zone and one more house left. Let's go.
Oh yeah, wow. Time to the end here.
Let's go. We're in the end game now. On our way to the last house portal, we go through the last scare zone. It's technically like this was an area and then the area in front back when they didn't do it in Minions Land. But
It's called Avenue of the Stars, right?
this is Minions Land now.
Oh, okay.
So Caitlin, what was your scare zone that lived here?
Actually, the most fun for me was Anarcade.
Yep,
Oh, what?
same.
What?
Mine is Anarcade.
Oh,
The laser ceiling.
I thought you were gonna go classic Halloween.
No, laser ceiling.
Yeah, I love a laser ceiling.
I'm a big video game guy.
And then the girls on the stilts, and they had the cool, like, short cyberpunk hair.
What they could have done better is lean into the arcade bit of it, because I feel like the characters didn't lend themselves to looking like the arcade, but it was still neon, it was still pixelated.
It was just a fun-looking zone.
It was still fun. And
the music was really good. It was a very synth-heavy year.
The ladies on the still said nunchucks for some reason. I don't know why. Okay, we are coming up on House A, our final house. Let's not stand on ceremony here, Mr. Wayne. I feel like we are both picking the same one on this one.
This one's very obvious.
If you've been following us for any length of time, you know this one is. On the count of 3. 3, 2, 1. Why it's 6. This can't be anything other. I don't care.
It was the best interactive house I've ever been through. We became friends with the scare actors.
We went through so many times. They knew us.
They knew who we were.
I hugged a couple of them on the last night. It was
so
emotional.
Sweet. Scott cried at the end. It was cute.
On the last night of the event, we met Bo Dallas.
Yes.
We met Taylor Rotunda, who plays Uncle Howdy.
Yeah.
Right as we were going in the house, it was like the ultimate. Like, I don't think that's my mountaintop Horror Nights moment of all time.
Scott can die happy now.
Meeting Taylor Rotunda, going to Wyatt 6, hugging the scare actors. There was everybody clapped, they were bowing. It was emotional.
And we were so tired, because we had been we were marathoning this event last year. Like we were here basically every night, and we were so exhausted, but we loved it so much that I remember we left that house, and it was such a perfect run.
We left the event.
That Scott's like, I'm good. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go say goodbye. I was like, okay. And we left.
It was like 9, 10 o'clock.
Yeah. We took one last picture in the front by the arches, and then we left.
That's it. It wouldn't get better than that.
He was like, I'm
not going to do that and go run dolls. You know what I mean?
It was his storybook ending.
Storybook. It couldn't gotten better.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Yep. And we ended with the best one.
We sure did.
Look at that. And there you have it. That was our fun little video, just to take a trip down memory lane. Take the DeLorean back in time.
Ooh.
Take it back at spooky time. We built our perfect Horror Nights. Tell us how we did. Tell us whose you prefer to go to. Build your own down in the comments down below. Whatever you do, have a good old spooky time down in the comments. Let us know. I'm very curious to see other people's perspectives.
And you know what? I was gonna say, and definitely food and drinks, because I had to really do some research and remember, and we probably have forgotten so many things that we really loved.
Yeah. And also, when we were vacationing here, we didn't focus so much on the food, because we would get weighed down and be tired. When we live here now, we can go. If I ate that horseshoe hamburger and I got too tired, I would just go home and go to bed.
You'd be like, well, we'll go tomorrow.
Yeah. But like I said, like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you leave your perfect HHN down below. Get in as much detail as you want. I'm very curious. I like the conversation. I like a little healthy argument. Not argument, but conversation. Yeah. A little healthy argument. A little healthy debate is better. Have some healthy debates down in the comment below. But more importantly than any of those, tell someone you love them. Because we love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Hope to see you guys in the fog.
Bye.
Bye.